Nobody's here yet, so I'm gonna, there we go. All right, this is my new pinball machine. Roy Clark, the Entertainer. I'm gonna play some games for you, just so you can kind of see. I got 4 games loaded up. I got my wife's phone, so I'll be checking to see if anybody says anything. It's kind of hard doing this because I got delay. Live chat, here we go. Let's start it. This is a 2-player game. Doesn't have a lot of action. And I just drain it right away. Switches need to get adjusted. It could use Titan rubbers on it. It is solid state with the EM chime. Alright, I suck. Biggest thing about this game is try to get drop targets. That's the biggest thing with this. You want to get drops. I think this game would be really super fun with Titan rubbers on it. And what do you call it? And some like super bands for the flippers. And a total switch adjustment. You can see the top right pop bumper doesn't do much unless you hit it real super hard. Same with the drop targets, you gotta hit them hard. Alright, nobody in chat yet. Target left. And one more now, because I did a lane. In that lane, when you do it, it resets targets. I don't know the point of that yet. Why you'd want to reset your target. I don't think there is any point of it. Alright, special bonus one. I haven't beat my wife's score on it yet. Her score was 89,000. Now I don't have any idea how she got 89,000 on this. My best was 69,000. Come on, get in there. No, if I get up there, I get a free ball. Now this machine is in my family room right now. It is my coffee table, since it is a coffee table pinball machine. I know most of you guys are like, I've seen coffee table video games, but never coffee table video pinball machines. They did make them. I remember seeing them as a kid, if that dates me or not. But yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have any. Like I said, I'm doing this on my phone, and I have my wife's phone on the side so I can answer questions if anybody has any. We're going to start a new game. So you got 4 lanes on top, 3 pop bumpers, 2 slingshots, and they're not in the exact same spot. I'll show them to you when I can pull the ball. There's one. Slingshot here and slingshot there, which is really weird. It is an interesting game though. I think it's going to be a lot more fun when I readjust all the switches in it and put some tight rubbers in it. There we go. All the drop targets reset. Now I will get double points if I don't drain. And I believe these, if you get these lights, that's what would be 1,000, 2,000 a target, 3,000 a target, and 4,000 for targets. I believe, if I'm correct. The only way for me to figure that out is to take the glass off and do some cheating scoring. And this doesn't keep high score either. There's like no high score option in this. Like I said, I don't know how my wife got 89,000 in here. There's an advanced bonus that I'm trying to go for here too. This will get your score meter thing going. Get in there, get in there. Yes, I got a free ball. That's the only way I know to get a free ball on this. Besides get some astronomically high score. And it's right now the way all the switches are adjusted with the pop bumpers being really loose and sloppy. I can't get any real good scores. I got all the drop targets down, but they didn't reset. Oh, I got one up now. Switch that's not registering. Yes. I get that pop bumper. I got nothing. One weird thing I noticed about this, there's a switch in the shooter lane. If your ball goes over it just gracefully, which is right here, and if it doesn't trigger, your score, see how my score is blinking right now? If this switch doesn't trigger, and the ball does get up here, whatever it does, it will not give you a score, which is weird. But it is a very slow game right now. I believe that's due to just the sloppy switches on it. And it could use, see, now those are not resetting, which is weird. Normally reset once you get them all down. So you should reset now. Which is weird. Why aren't they resetting? It just hits those pop bumpers and doesn't do anything. I want to power it off and then see if these will reset with the next game. Here we go. All right. Which these should reset every time they do something. Every time you knock them down. Could be just another switch that needs adjusting. Let's get it down. No. Hey Jeremy, what's up? I think it's gonna be a fun game once I get all the switches adjusted on it. Like this pop bumper, you have to mash it. See how it just hit it? You have to mash that pop bumper in order to get it going. And Melissa, actually, she let me put it up here in our family room, so I think she likes it. But it's a neat game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have traded it. I traded this for a shop job. So it didn't cost me, it really cost me just my time. I just want to check those drop targets because they weren't resetting. And that was like the first time they never reset, which is weird to me. So let's start a game. And get the, where's the play button? This is the switch I was talking about right here. You have to do that. Yeah, now they're working. But yeah, as you can see, the skirt here, I have to really get it. Same with this one too. I have to really get them. No, sling that almost. Let's see. Yeah, now they're working perfectly. So, okay, that's how that works. Okay, I got 4 right here, so if I hit this, okay, that's how that works. So whatever these are at, so if that's at 4, I'm at 15, I should go to 19. If I hit this collect value, okay, that's how that works. Cool. But yeah, I did this one time, it didn't hit the switch for some reason. It did get up here. You can see nothing will register until it hits the switch right here. And now that will stop blinking, which is very different. Yes, I've learned from everybody on YouTube how to adjust switches. But I don't want to like do much to this game because I want to just like leave it as it is and then make some videos on switch adjusting. Okay, now I want to turn it off and start a real game again. Well, I'll just plunge it and let it go through. It's a pretty quick game because it doesn't have too much in the bounce. But yeah, I like it. It's kind of fun. I'd like to rebuild that chime box too and give it a little more clearer chime out of it. But it does got a beautiful chime to it. It's very like Gottlieb kind of style chime. What's the condition of a playfield? The playfield is in excellent condition. You know, compared to what is it, like the Zachariah games and all the Spanish games, Sonic games? I would say the playfield's like that. I don't see any wear on it. None. No wear. It's got a couple little loose inserts. I don't know if they're loose or sunken. And it's got a little ball groove right up here, and that's it. Otherwise, the plastics are mint. Everything is mint on the game. It just needs really bad switch adjustment. Like I said, if I want to get Titan rubbers for it. And one thing too is when you add a credit, you'll get the flash right there, which is kind of cool. I'm going to add Titan rubbers to it, and I think that's going to really bring this game to life and make it a lot more faster. And then once I readjust the slingshot here and a slingshot here, this is just points and this is just points, and this is your 2 slingshots, which is really weird, but it adds character to the game because it's different, slingshot versus what you're typically used to getting. But I believe it will be nice and fast once I do those little adjustments to it. And I did level it out too when I first got it, which is neat about this game. You'd kind of be like, well, how can you level it when the playfield's fixed in it? It levels, it's got a 4.5 degree pitch on it. And once you level it, the table is actually level then. So I figured, you know, I didn't know how the top here was going to be level. And when I leveled the machine by using a play field, I got a 4.5 degree pitch on it, and I put my level on top of this, and it was perfectly level. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of how this thing works. So I'm like, well, if I put a 6.5 degree pitch on it, this glass would be leaning towards one way, and like once your glasses and stuff would get sweaty, they would probably just slide down the glass. So yeah, apparently this thing is factory 4.5 degrees level. I still don't know how Melissa got 80-something thousand on this game. I still don't understand it. But it's a neat little game. I love it. You know, I can play pinball in my living room, well, my family room. So it's not like it's in our living room. I know people who've got pinball machines in their living room. I know people who've got pinball machines in their dining room. Melissa won't let me have one in the living room, or I'd probably put the Beatles up there. That's like the best machine that I have. So yeah, I would probably put that in the living room if I was allowed to. So yeah, I got a friend that's got what is he at? He has 6 or 8 machines in his living room. I got another friend who's got 4 or 5 machines in his dining room. I have a machine in my family room now, which I think is pretty crazy. I got one more ball. If I get it right in there where the light is, I get a free ball. I think the best I did on here was 69,000. But yeah, it's not the best, you know, cocktail table out there by far. It's not like Night Moves or the Caribbean or Caribbean Cruise, I think it is. And then game over, we get a blink. I'll do one more game. Yeah, I'm looking at a Night Moves right now. You know, that one's got music as it goes along. It's got multi-ball. The guy I talked to that's got one, he says it's sold. As soon as I asked him if he was firm on a price, he said it's sold. So, we'll see. The price he's asking is kind of crazy. I believe underneath the playfield is all original incandescent bulbs, and it's LED above the playfield. So yeah, if I got a Night Moves, I'd definitely sell this. Like all the times I don't play it, I never get in Outlands, and now I'm streaming and I get in all the Outlands. The game board for this game too looks like a old video game board. You know, those giant ones. It like takes up the whole side of the cabinet, and then there's a giant power supply in it. And I can't remember what else. I only looked at it underneath it a couple times. Well, I guess after this game, once this game's over, I'll turn the lights on and I'll open it up. I'll just let it go. Alright, I'll open it up and I'll turn the lights on and we'll open it up. I was just hoping like at the beginning of a ball or the end of a ball, it would make some, you know, like cool chime noises, kind of like old Stern, you know, dun 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 dun, or something like that. I'll take my camera out of my mount too, and I'll show you. Oh, I had that unlatched. All right, there we go. All right, let's get the camera out. All right, yeah, here's the play field. As you can see, it's in really super good condition. These inserts are cupped. That's what they are, they're cupped. I don't know if you can see, but they are cupped. I can feel that they're cupped. But otherwise, this thing looks like it just came off, or, you know, the assembly line. You can even see the grain in the numbers. Or it was redid at one time, but I don't think so. But yeah, like the plastics, they're all in mint condition. All right, let's lift it up. There goes the ball. And there we go. We had a board here with, it's a Gottlieb chime box, which is cool. Here's the giant board that runs the game. I turned my camera so it made some weird thing. That's the giant board this is the pinball machine itself right here. These are the jumpers you change. You pull out wires and you put them in different spots, and that makes a 3-ball or 5-ball, or I don't know, all the other weird settings. There's your giant power brick. And then here's the underneath the playfield, which is kind of cool. It's got how all the wiring is, how it's all wired and everything, which is cool. I guess I could sneak under here and adjust some switches too, but we're not going to do that. They look like they got giant gaps on them too. That one that really was bad. This one has been fixed at one time. See how it's black? And these are solid. So that one was rebuilt at one time, which I have no issues with because it's doing its job. And it's doing its job good. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. It's pretty cool, I think. Oh, the tilt bob setting, where did I see the, did you see the tilt? Oh, yeah, I guess there is no tilt. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, there is no tilt, so yeah, you can shake the hell out of this machine. But you can't really shake it, though. That's the whole thing. It is so firm, you can't really shake it. Now, where did the ball go? Here it goes. You can't really shake it. Otherwise, yeah. 5 balls per game, 1 play for a quarter. I don't know if I'm gonna mess with too much settings. I'd like to put it at 3-ball, but we'll see. I'd like to tighten up the gap on the flippers because you really gotta push them in. I just like to touch them a little bit. But otherwise, yeah, it's in really, really super good condition. Flippers feel so weird compared to regular games. But yeah, this playfield's beautiful. He did a wonderful job on it when they did it from the factory. But otherwise, yeah, I guess that's about it. Everybody, thanks for tuning in and checking out my new Roy Clark the Entertainer by Fascination, otherwise known as Allied Leisure. But yeah, it's a great game. It's doing what it's doing, and yeah, I love it. It's a cool game. So, alright, everybody, I'm gonna end the stream, and thank you, Jeremy, for popping in, and take care, everybody. Later.